Good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a nice weekend. I want to discuss briefly a comment I just got from London 3262. And they say the latest thread from Canadian Gamer, hey, at the end of the day, Immoral and OT don't get to decide what constitutes defamation and harassment. YouTube does. The reality is, channels like Rick's, Overthanks, Tipster have every right to be on the edge right now. I can hardly blame them. Those types of channels are on thin ice right now, CG. Now, the thing is, I can't verify this statement. I went to CG's channel, and I watched a few minutes of one video. He's out, looks like in the woods talking about some things, and I just don't have the time to really go through all that video to the end to see if he says it in a video, and I don't have Twitter, so I don't mess with Twitter. So I can't verify if he actually said this or not. Now, like I said, I can't verify that he made that statement, but let's say he did make that statement, right? At the end of the day, Immoral and OT don't get to decide what constitutes defamation and harassment. Well, CG definitely felt like that video uploaded by OT back in January was defamation and harassment. Immoral has a lot of videos here recently talking about him, and whether or not you agree or disagree with all those uploads, I don't think he likes that. I think he sees that as defamation and harassment. In fact, if you check out Immoral's channel, I just saw a video I commented on, kind of shocked that he's trying to talk to Team YouTube, to look into those videos. Now, I'll be clear and to the point on this. I think that's kind of a bitch move. All right? If someone is being critical of you on YouTube, there's been many people out there that have been critical of me, and I'm critical of other people. The way we solve it is uploading YouTube videos. The way we solve it is getting each other's comment sections. Okay? We solve it internally. We don't fucking go cry to Team YouTube. All right? Unless somebody's making some really crazy freaking threats. Okay? You know what I'm talking about. Unless somebody's making some serious threats against you or your family. Okay, you don't get daddy YouTube involved. Okay, you handle it within the community. All right, you put it out there. You state your case, you make your argument. People come to your comment section and, you hash things out if you can. If you can't, then fine. You say fuck each other and you keep making videos, maybe calling each other out if you want to. You handle it on YouTube or you move on. You say, you know what? I don't care about those uploads on those other channels. They have their free speech, whatever they say, and then I'll move on. All right? The last thing you do is get daddy YouTube involved. All right? That's what freaking Susie Lou did. That's what John Hancock did. So that's really troubling to me when I see this shit. Because, CG was a guy that used to come to my channel and, he was in comment today a lot of time. I would really enjoy him coming to the channel, seeing the comments. But you think you know somebody, man. You think you know somebody. I wonder how many people are out there and Immoral calls him hypocrite. Do you think he's a hypocrite? Come to the channel? Many times, left comments when we talked about John Hancock and his false copyright strikes. The thing is, you can't say anything now. He can't say a damn thing now about John Hancock, but here's what he's doing. And he might defend it and say, whoa, Rick, come on now. Come on, it's OT, right? Come on. It's Immoral, right? Like, no, that don't work. That don't work. Like, I can agree and disagree with lots of things Immoral uploads and says, and OT uploads and says. And the remedy for that, guess what, is me uploading a YouTube video speaking on those things. Like I said, it ain't me running and crying to mommy and daddy YouTube to help solve things. Because you know what happens when you do that, that puts channels in danger of deplatforming. Now, the comment saying that I, Tipster, OT should be on edge. Now, I no longer upload logos, pictures of any YouTubers on my videos. And, it's not a worry for me right now about really what happens on this channel. Because I sit down, I thought about it. I talked with Kenny and I said, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come back and I'm not going to upload any pictures, any logos, anything that could be strikeable on the channel. And I'm going to continue doing what I've always done for my audience. And at the end of the day, if YouTube decides, hey, you know what? Fuck this Radical Rick guy. We don't want him on the platform. Then it is what it is. But it's the saying that I'm on the edge or other people on the edge. It depends on who puts you on the edge. Are you one of those people like Susie Liu or Hancock that are going to put people on the edge? Now is the time to make that decision. So the fact that you do this and maybe you feel like they were not fair, maybe you feel like those videos were not fair. Okay. Like I said, if you do it, you get in their comment section and you discuss things. You might come out and say, you know what? I don't want to deal with any of these people anymore. I don't want to deal with anything critical satire. Maybe you want to change. Maybe you want to change it up. Maybe you want to drive out. You want to go to the woods and you just want to talk about things. You want to talk about video games. You want to give people tips and everything. Okay. Okay. But just make that statement. Just come out in the video, say, you know what, here's the deal. I don't want anybody talking about me saying harmful things, or I'm gonna go after you. I'm gonna get Big Daddy YouTube to go after you. I don't want anybody coming into my comment section and doing anything, leaving any comments that aren't licking my asshole. The thing is, you start to sound like a John Hancock. You start to become a John Hancock. And what's really troubling here is when you add that to the whole statement, which you denied and downplayed, where you said, you'd rather get a beer with John Hancock than Smash JT, where you said, well, you've come here and said to me, I don't really think John Hancock's worse than Smash JT. I mean, so obviously you have no problem with false copyright strikes, right? Because say what you will about Smash JT, say what you will about his content, you don't have to like his content, say what you will about the fact he has a fucking Patreon and he expects people to give him money every month for just uploading YouTube videos. Okay, I get it. There's a lot of things to criticize about Smash JT. But to my knowledge, Smash JT has never, ever false copyright striked a channel. Can you say the same thing? All right, if you can't handle harsh criticism, just say it. Just come out in a video and say, you know what, I just can't handle any harsh criticism, right? Because that's what YouTube is. It is what YouTube is, especially, you've come here. You've came on my channel for a long time now. You understand. We criticize each other. That's what we all do, right? You can criticize each other. You can disagree without being disagreeable. The idea is we can all get together, be harsh on each other, disagree on things, but also agree on other things. But the experiment gets fucked when you start to go to YouTube and get YouTube involved in this shit.